Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Little Reader's house. I'm the Little Reader, and you're in my house. They also call me Amanda out there in the world, but here in this house, you can just call me you. Divinity in form, just like you. Two lights shining at one another, and it is an honor to have you in the house. Your light shining at me, mine shining at you. This little rock, I think it's called rhodonite. Rhodonite. Oh yeah. You gotta make a jingle for the rock. Or are you even holding a rock if you don't write a jingle for it? I don't know. But we're here. We're doing what we do if you're new, which is channel in the divine, talk straight to spirit, or rather from spirit. It comes through me as a filter, so weird accents come out. We get a lot of references to pop culture, film and television, even music. It's all through the Amanda lens. But ultimately, what we aim to do is fulfill what the divine is looking to do right now, which is facilitate the expansion of the soul. Your soul is expanding, beautiful soul. How many times can I say soul? Let's challenge. But it's expanding. You probably felt it. That may have been why you stumbled onto this video. It's all percolating for you, and things that used to make sense don't make sense anymore. Things that used to be comforts don't hit the same anymore. Even the world and the structure of it and the layout of success and how you're going to get to point Z from point A, it's all looking a little muddled. If you're wondering what the heck is going on, then you know you're in the right place. So let's find out what the heck is going on. Let's just boop, 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 dial the phone to spirit and say, hey, what's going on up there? And as I say that, a helicopter goes by. So maybe we'll just ask whoever that is. Hold on, I'm going to put this down so I can actually take a deep breath in and get some vibes. So spirit, what's coming through today? It's about dialing the spirit phone, of course. How do you do it, beautiful soul? How do you distinguish your intuition, your connection to the divine, how do you distinguish that divine connection that we all have, that all lives in our heart center right here, from our mental chatter, from our patterns that tend to lead us into repeated cycles over and over and over and over and over again? How do we distinguish? How do we dial up spirit on the phone? Well, I don't even know what that is now. And get the answers that we need to proceed. So let's pull the mic in a little closer. Come here, Mike. And let's find out. So the first thing Spirit says, always tongue-in-cheek with this one, big sense of humor on this divine situation we're communing with. First and foremost, please understand that that your decisions, beautiful soul, are not going to stop you from experiencing what you came here to experience. But Spirit says, let this be an uplifting realization that no decision is make or break. Spirit will ensure that you experience what your soul came to experience one way or another. One way or another. Yeah, Spirit's saying, I'm going to getcha. It's really that simple. You can't make the incorrect decision. You can... The one who deems a decision incorrect is the mind. Newsflash from Spirit, and if you've been bopping along with our other many transmissions over the last weeks, they come out daily, subscribe to see them every day, you know that the realm of mind is a massive collective algorithm that we're all plugged into, and the thoughts that seep in are a combination of our genetic patterning, our environment, our own lifespan of personality, and the people around us, and pop culture, and whatever else is going on in our general vicinity. But the thoughts that pass through the mental realm themselves are not truth. They're pointers, they are half forms, they're on their way to becoming physical or from leaving the physical dimension, but they aren't for us to attach to. But for those of us who are looking at our life and trying to make the right decision, we are very attached to the mental realm, because in order to judge something as right or wrong, that means we've already, whether we've consciously done it or not, glommed onto some of the mind's opinions about what it is we are trying to decide on. So in an example, suppose we're trying to buy a car and we're stuck between two models. We could craft a pros and cons list. We could research. We could test drive. But all of these things that we're doing, if we're doing them from the realm of mind, are judgment based. The highest form of using the mind to make a decision is using discernment. We have a transmission on that. You can rewind through time and see that on the channel. But Spirit's giving us a whole new upgraded system for you today, beautiful soul. And that is dial the spirit phone. This phone keeps having the index finger come up, so I don't know what that means. Someone let me know. Dial the spirit phone. How do we do it? It requires relinquishing attachment to whatever the mind is presenting. Good, bad, or anywhere on the spectrum of good to bad, because the mind will judge. That is its job. The mind is trying to make itself manifest into reality at all times. So it wants your attention, your awareness, your energy, and will do whatever it takes to get it. Decisions made from pros and cons list. Spirit is not smacking that down, to put it poetically, but Spirit's saying there's a better way. Transcend the mind and lose the idea that a decision made from the mind will ever please the heart. Oh, lose the idea, beautiful soul, that a decision made in the realm of mind will ever please the heart. Spirit's saying a decision made using the realm of mind, intellectualizing, will only ever, at best, please the realm of mind. It will not please the realm of heart. And to get to where we're going, to get to where consciousness is evolving to, my sweet, sweet friend, look. To get to where the consciousness is evolving, we must get to the realm of heart. We must make this the priority, because this is what we're going to be living from in the years to come. And there are already individuals doing it. You are well on your way if you're here. So, Spirit's saying, note that about the mind, and let me teach you now how to make a decision from the space of the realm of heart. Understand that your decision cannot be wrong. First and foremost, sit with this. The judgment would have been put on it by the mind. We're no longer making a decision from the realm of mind. Second, understanding. You are not in control because you are not your form. So no matter how spastic we get in the waters of the ocean of life, we are still not controlling anything. In fact, the more spastic and reactive we become, the more we are simply living out the patterns of our parents and their 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 parents. Can you tell I was a theater kid? Yeah, so not a cheerleader though. Dang it. We are just living out the patterns of all the way back to person zero, patient zero, whoever started this human mess, which we love, for the record. We actually love this human mess. Whoever started it, those are the patterns we're living out if we continue to believe that our form somehow has control over this external world. And Spirit's like, yeah, I know. Everyone always takes it to an extreme and says, of course I have control. I could murder you right now. But are you so sure? Are you so sure? There will come a time, according to the divine, that we will realize all unconscious behavior, everything we did out of reactivity, out of intellectualization, out of desperation, out of survival, all of it was patterning. How that looks for every individual, different. Everyone's patterning is different because everyone's patterning is pre-created in just the right way to fulfill the exact mark on the tapestry of eternity that soul came to fulfill indefinitely, however many times they make a reappearance here on the planet. So your pattern's actually flawless. That's why you can't mess anything up, even if you're living by your pattern. Now, of course, our minds want to judge everyone around us pattern and be like, well, what about some of the mass murderers and the serial killers and, the perverts and all of them? And it's like, okay, that's the mind making a judgment. They were sowing destruction on this planet. Turns out, in the greater tapestry of things, destruction had value. Can our mind comprehend that? Depends on the mind that's trying to comprehend it. Spirit's advice, don't try. Don't try to comprehend it with your mind. The mind, once again, loves to have your attention. It will suck you into its realm and juice your awareness for all the energy it's got, because the realm of mind has its own agenda. But you, beautiful soul, you who are pure, unbridled, conscious awareness, you bring yourself to the realm of the heart. You set yourself free. Spirit says when you do that, when you bring yourself to this space, when you remember who you are, which is the witness, you may be in and around the body, but this is not your limit. This is just your play toy for this go around. Treat it respectfully. It is of the earth. When you bring yourself to this place and you get conscious, meaning you remember that divine, infinite identity. You remember that that's you and you're it. Game changer. When you get still and you choose to witness all the patterns that are rushing by, all the thoughts, however seductive they are, trying to pull you away back to the realm of mind, and you gently pull yourself back. Takes practice. It's a lot like working out. You get into that heart space. And remember, when you're unconscious, you have no control. Spirit says when you become conscious, you don't want control. Ooh. When you become conscious, heart-centered and awake here, connected to your divine source and remembering that you are source and source is you and your awareness and awareness is you, and it all just bling, clicks. Suddenly you don't want control because you don't need control because you're not fighting anymore. There's no longer any separation between you and the divine. You've just short-circuited the mission. You've just closed the loop. You just woke up. Nothing to achieve, nowhere to go, no agenda. All is well. Here we are. Pretty words. Don't let the mind get them all twisted. The mind doesn't understand the concept of all is well. It can drop you a list about how all is not well in one easy step. But when you get here, this is how you dial your spirit phone. Pling. 1-800. Talk to spirit. And when you get here and you realize there is no weight on you, there is no burden on you, because there is no you. You are the divine is you. You're animating a form that you had, as far as your recollection goes, no memory of creating. And yet here it is, and here you are. And all is well. And as you sit in the heart space and you dial your spirit phone and say, hey, the first thing you realize is, I called with a request, but now I'm realizing All is well, okay. But I'll stay on the line, see what happens. So you're put on hold for a bit. And as you listen to the hold music, you start to understand that hold is the truth. And all time spent with the phone closed is a game. It's the distraction. The power, the answer, the wisdom, the connection to your intuition is in the knowing that nothing needs to be changed, that all is well, that peace is ever present here in the realm of the heart. And this, my beautiful friend, often takes practice. This is what the cool kids call meditation. Yeah, meditation. And just like we don't bust out a 6-pack overnight, and I don't mean beer, I mean the abdominal muscles. We don't bust out unconditional peace that surpasses understanding overnight either. Sometimes, but not all the time. So it does take practice. Dialing the spirit phone to understand what the hold music is saying, to receive the frequency, requires the practice of A, remembering that you are awareness. That's fast. Oh, I'm awareness. Okay. Now what? Now we learn how to move the awareness. That's the practice piece. Once you get proficient at that and you've moved it here, oh, are you in for a treat? So we get here and we wait here. And Spirit says at that point, there's not much more that can be communicated verbally. I can't communicate perfect peace through the mental realm as I am right now, beautiful soul, to your mental realm. The mental realm, as it turns out, is not really that much a fan of perfect peace anyway. But the heart is. And when you have spent time dipping your awareness into the realm of heart, beautiful soul, you will understand that in a single moment, all you need to do is become conscious. Remember your true identity as the witness. Remember that you, your constructed form, made from many, many forms going way back, your constructed personality, your constructed image, your constructed realm of mind, which is a construction of all kinds of half forms, even the most creative elements that come from the realm of mind are constructed ideas being spliced and put together. It's all constructions. When we step away from the constructed identity and step into the eternal identity, game changer. That's how we pick up the phone. Then the message we receive can only be interpreted by our own heart. But at that point, once you have come to stillness, once you have waited and listened, once you have witnessed that all is well, when you draw yourself out of that state, your impulses, your instincts, your patterns, your attachment to the constructed world of form is severed. And suddenly your instincts that lead you are different. This is a misunderstanding that we can use the mind to change our patterning, to force things. We talked about this yesterday. To make things happen. Use our mind and our form to manipulate this world. We're just recycling patterns, again, from our ancestors. But when you connect back to the source, you sever the patterns, and you restore a connection that makes your instincts aligned with the realm of heart. And what you do from that moment forward, particularly as you don't overthink it, you just follow the instinct. You just follow the nudge. That's how you witness a miracle. Yeah. So, once again, this is another shameless plug to start a meditation practice, beautiful soul. Shameless. I have no shame. I don't. I just don't. Because I know what can happen as a result. So, beautiful soul, that is where we are leaving it today. If you want more resources on how to meditate, how to love your beautiful self, how to recognize the power that is you, all these links down in the description box, endless things, book recommendations, obviously a recommendation to my Patreon. If you want to keep getting these messages every single day, because every single day they appear, can you believe that? You can subscribe to have a key to the house, Little Reader's house. You could like the video. Let me know that you like it. You could share it with a loved one or an enemy, just for fun, just to see how that goes. I don't know, but it could be cool. Or you can just dive into that heart space and see what spirit nudges you toward, because whatever it is, I promise it will be worth it. Until we meet again, beautiful soul, I am sending you all the love I've got, more, never less, because it is your birthright and you are so very worthy of it. And I do hope to see you tomorrow. Until then, bye for now.